All rise. Judge Vanderbeek Court is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1034, Thornton case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated.
We've got a father asking the court for financial help, a mother who's nowhere to be found, and a teenager stuck in the middle of it all. Mr. Thorne showed up today hoping the system will treat him fairly. But will it? The real question is, does he have a solid legal case, or is he about to be shut down? Let's take a closer look.
Mr. Thornton,
Yes, ma'am.
you're back. How are you doing?
Oh, not as well as I'd like to.
Okay. All right. You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, Your Honor, there's been some significant changes in my situation. And as you can see, Ms. Hernandez is not here today. And I have custody of the boy. And I have been, making our arrangement payments to her.
Okay.
But since the boy has come to stay with me, he's gotten himself into a lot of trouble.
Okay. What kind of trouble?
Let's hit pause for a second, because right from the start, it's clear Mr. Thorne isn't in a good place. And honestly, who could blame him? He's raising his son on his own, buried under legal bills and medical costs, but here's where it gets tricky. He agreed to no child support during mediation. And in the eyes of the law, unless there's been a major change in his situation, that agreement still stands. So the case is on shaky ground. Now here's something to think about. Should a parent still be financially responsible, even if they've moved away? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
Been burglarizing some residents, and he was in an accident due to a police chase.
This is AJ, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And Ms. Hernandez refuses to acknowledge her responsibility to help me in covering some of these costs. I mean, the medical costs are quite extreme. My insurance is refusing to pay because it was a criminal act. In fact, they're probably going to drop me.
Okay.
And
If I remember correctly, you guys agreed to no child support during mediation.
yes, ma'am, we did.
Okay. And since that time, nothing has really changed with the living arrangement. AJ still lives with you,
Yes, ma'am.
and you still have not been paying child support. You've been making the back child support payments.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Other than AJ getting in trouble, what else has happened? Like, what has changed?
Well, she has moved out of state, quit her job, so her insurance no longer covers him
Okay.
in that aspect. And, the court costs, fines, and due to that accident, there was a lot of damage in which he's liable for, or I am. And it's almost impossible.
Okay.
For me to,
But AJ was double insured by both of you, right?
yes.
Okay. Here's the issue. In order to modify any type of child support situation, whether you receive child support or you don't receive child support.
Whoa, hold up. Did you catch that? This isn't just about unpaid child support anymore. We're looking at a serious criminal issue. AJ is getting himself into big trouble, and now his dad is left holding the bag. And here's the kicker. Insurance companies don't mess around when it comes to criminal behavior. So not only is Mr. Thorne dealing with sky-high costs, but there's a real chance his insurance could drop him completely. Now tell us, what would you do? Let AJ face the consequences on his own, or keep fighting for support? Let us know in the comments.
It has to be what's called a material and substantial change. That means that AJ's living arrangements would have had to have changed. Something about his educational expenses have changed. Something about mom's income would have had to have changed. But in you guys' case, you agreed in mediation to no child support. So to go from no child support to receiving child support, you would have to fall in one of those categories for a material and substantial change. And based on what you said, you really don't fall into one of those.
That's very disappointing. So she's just free of any obligation? I mean,
well, I wouldn't say she's necessarily free, but remember, you all did come to an agreement in mediation to no child support. So in order to start receiving child support, you would have to show that something has changed. So let's say, for instance, at the time of mediation, AJ still resided with her. Now he lives with you, then we can entertain child support at that point. But nothing has really changed since you guys have gone to mediation. Therefore, you wouldn't be entitled to receive any child support, unfortunately.
I understand.
Mr. Thorne is looking for some relief, but Texas law isn't cutting him any slack. As far as the court is concerned, nothing has changed enough to reopen the case. Mediation agreements are legally binding, and unless there's solid proof of a major change, like income, living situation, or the child's needs, the judge can't do much. But let's be honest, shouldn't a parent still help out when their child is in serious trouble?
We want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments.
I mean, is there nothing I can do? Absolutely.
As far as I'm concerned, no, there's nothing you can do. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Your
Is there
Honor.
anything further?
No, ma'am. Not at this time.
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing further, you're dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Thorne came in hoping for a break, but the law is clear. An agreement is an agreement. The mom might not be off the hook morally, but legally, she doesn't owe a single cent. This is one of those tough cases where what feels fair doesn't quite match what the law allows. What do you think? Should the legal system be more flexible in situations like this?
Share your thoughts below.
I just wanted to go over what you all witnessed in the Thornton case. Dad was appearing in court for the first time. He and mom settled at mediation for no child support. Well, now he wants mom to pay child support. Well, under Texas law, in order to modify child support, there has to be a material and substantial change. For example, there has to be a change in the child's mental needs, educational needs, a relocation of the parent, or an increase of income. None of those things took place in this particular case. Everything pretty much remained the same. Therefore, he was unable to get any child support from mom.
Despite all the chaos, the ruling stands: no major change, no child support. It's a tough reminder that once you sign a legal agreement, getting a second chance isn't easy. So, what do you think? Was justice served today, or did the system let Mr. Thorne down? Let us know in the comments. Hit that like button if this case opened your eyes, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom drama. See you in the next